それでこそ人間だ。ヘビーファイト。
グレ、あなた。
Let's get it, boys. Still sick as fuck, so I can't go to work, but that means I have more time to read Goat Clover. In all seriousness, no, this arc was insanity, hype from start to finish. Like, this arc feels like the Midnight Sun Encounter arc, in a way that we get a brisk with the villains, and we also catch a fat-ass L. Except this arc is way better, and we're getting more of Tabata writing at his peak. That's enough preemptive. Let's get straight to the point. We start this arc with a glimpse into what the Spade Kingdom's really about. You know, they suck ass, and this scene is pretty creepy, but we also learn that they've nearly overtaken the Diamond Kingdom, which in a way is good because the Diamond Kingdom sucked too, but I'm worried for our buddies there. I forgot their names, but you know, we met them during the Witch arc, so scared for what's going on with them. Timeskip Asta shows up, and fuck, he's a monster. Like, I love how much our boy has grown. He nearly wipes out this entire fortress by himself, as he should. And that about does it with these bozos for now. We don't really need much else from here, aside from the fact that Finral takes them to safety. Somewhere else, our allies are taking out another fortress, and we get some info into who our main enemies are. They're called the Dark Triad, which is the most evil name you could possibly give yourself, so we know they're going to be doing some fuck shit. But we'll talk about them individually as we get a little closer to them. We get a glimpse of Timeskip Rill, and he's looking pretty sharp. Unfortunately, he's in love with Charmy in her transformed form, so I feel pretty bad for him, but you know, that's whatever. What is important here though is Yuno is a fucking vice captain. Our boy has really upgraded. I'm sorry I slammed my table, but it's a really hype moment. But not only that, he's also a Spade Kingdom prince, which kind of came out of nowhere, but I'm fine with it because I like Yuno. But if I didn't like Yuno, maybe I wouldn't be fine with it. And that's not the point anyway. We get a tidbit of his prince backstory, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a little more later on when we actually invade the Spade Kingdom. Yuno leaves this Spade guy, who I assume is supposed to be his ward, to go to the Golden Dawn place to kick some ass. But not really, because while he kicks this dude's ass, Zeno kills half the Golden Dawn, beats the shit out of William, and nearly kills Yuno. I gotta say, this panel of Belle crying over Yuno was super depressing and damn near ruined my fucking day if Yuno didn't turn out to actually be alive. I mean, I knew that obviously, but you know, I was still scared. At this point, I'm getting closer and closer to being current, so anything's possible. Needless to say though, Black Clover is really taking a dark turn after the Elf arc. I mean, we have brigades and innocent people being slaughtered and used as fuel and implied rape, so yeah. Tabata's going pretty wild with his manga at the moment. Dante pulls up on the Black Bulls at the hideout, and god, he's a fucking monster, like figuratively and literally. We can pretty much do nothing to him, and just to fuck with us, he nearly kills Gouache. Which, you all know my opinions on Gouache. I don't love him, I don't hate him, but this got me really tense, especially because Asta just goes berserk on this dickhead. Unfortunately, Asta still gets bodied, but at least his devil's name is told to us. It's, hey, they're just gonna cut in and say that I was wrong. I actually misread or kind of misunderstood what was going on here, so I'm gonna say some really dumb shit. But Asta's devil's name isn't Lucifero. That's Dante's devil's name is Lucifer. I don't know how I misread that. I was probably just too sick or stupid, but yeah, sorry. It's Lucifero, and apparently his devil is Pooh too, which I found funny because I think anti-magic would be super broken, but I guess in the underworld it's not for whatever reason. I don't know, it still sounds like it'd be broken to me just being able to turn off anyone's spells, but I guess to them that's just dog shit, so whatever. Grey gets her backstory, and genuinely it's really fucking good. Tabata throws in another implied rapist, so that's, you know, cool, whatever, if that's what he's going for. But Grey is such a good character. Like, her backstory, her abilities, and this new arcane stage power she unlocked. She's definitely a top tier Black Bull, and I can't wait to see more of her. And her potential relationship with Gouache, I guess I wouldn't mind that either. The peak of this arc begins when Yami pulls up, and fuck, it's an insane fight from start to finish. Like, I love that we get to see just how powerful Yami has gotten since the time skip. Another thing I love is that this whole arc is an extension of the Elf arc because it has kind of nearly the same main goal in a way, which is to bring the underworld into the real world, except these people are doing it kind of the easy way with the Tree of Quiloth. And it's wild how it needs Yami's dark magic and William's world tree magic, because I think those are the rarest magics we've seen so far in the series. It's revealed there's a spy that's a Black Bull in the Spade Kingdom, and I thought it was Nero at first, but we see her later, so I'm not really sure who it could be. It could be Zora, but I don't think we're gonna find that out this arc, so I'm just gonna wait, but I'm putting my money on it being Zora. It just makes sense. We jump over to the Heart Kingdom and shit is going absolutely terrible over there with Vanika's invasion. Noelle has a great character moment where she's able to assess the situation and determine what the best course of action is, and I really love that because it adds another layer to her character and how much she's grown since the time skip, even if it's only been 6 months. Runes and arrays are explained to us during Luck's amazing fight, and I absolutely adore this extension of the magic system. I feel like it adds a much needed boost to the possibilities of magic, and it looks cool as fuck too when it's being casted. On a side note though, Magna can't learn runes or arrays because his mana is too low, but I'm sure he's gonna come back with something crazy, so I really can't wait to see what he does in the Spade invasion arc. Luck ends his fight by turning into true lightning, which is fucking crazy, because Luck is already just baseline powerful, so it's always insane to see him just level up more and more. Somewhere else in the heart, Leo has this sick ass fight with this creepy ass eyeball dude, and I don't mean to bring up arrays again, but I think it's really cool how you can kind of customize them to fit how your fighting style works. After Leo has a really good self-reflective moment and beats this dude's ass with a massive array, we go somewhere else in the Heart Kingdom again to see this absolute fucking baddie. Like, she might be the baddest girl Tabata has drawn because she's almost in a different style entirely. That being said though, I don't think I'm ever going to forgive Tabata for letting Charmy lay a finger on this fucking queen. I think that's going to stick with me to the end of this series. So even if this is a 10 out of 10 manga, by the end it's always going to be a 9 out of 10 for me because of this moment. That might be exaggerating, but I just need you to understand how much I hated this. Anyway though, speaking of baddies, Vanika busts into the queen's place after we fuck up this tongue dude, and her fight isn't as explosive as Dante's, but it's quite equally as intense. Mainly because while we can still kind of land attacks on Dante, we can't even fucking touch Vanika. Noelle gets a new form and it's wild as fuck, not even in terms of power, but in terms of design.
You gonna make me act up. You gonna make me do something I'm gonna regret.
Our plan was to use Nero to seal Vanika and Megasula, but that doesn't really work out, so we just get completely fucked up. And I feel like Megasula and Vanika are deadass just broken as fuck together, because unlike Dante, who seems to just draw out power from his devil, Vanika seems to work in tandem with her devil, and I think that makes them even more powerful than Dante in a way. There's a really good Noelle moment where she manages to only take non-lethal hits and she just keeps trying to fight. Unfortunately, Vanika goes from an evil asshole to an evil bitch when she takes the queen. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that name, but she takes the queen hostage to replicate what happened to Noelle's bomb, and then she leaves these devil bombs around the heart. Like, you need to be another level of bitch, even higher than the witch, to want to see if a lady's daughter can get a power up from the same situation. Like, that's some next level assholey shit to do. Going back to what I was saying about Megasula and Vanika working in tandem, I thought it was really interesting how Megasula is interested to see what Vanika's gonna do. Like, I wouldn't even think a devil would feel that way towards a human, but I guess they really just are on a different wavelength together. Also, is the baby that Vanika took hostage Noelle? And that's why her mom went berserk, probably? Like, I'm sure it isn't, but I'm just gonna put this here just in case it is and I'm right, because, you know, I like being right. During their fight, Dante mentions that he can't use all of his devil power yet, but he's not sure about Asta. I don't really know what he means by that, but is it because Asta's grimoire is possessed and not Asta himself? Like, again, I'm not sure and I just want to be right, so I'm praying that it is, and I'm putting this there in case I am. Yami really is a fucking beast though, like genuinely. Death Thrust is so fucking busted. This dude is lucky he can regen, because if he didn't, he'd be fucking dead. Like, quite literally dead. I don't see anyone surviving that who can't instantly regen. One of my favorite lines in the entire series, without a doubt, is "I can't win this one without you, Asta." Like, that genuinely sent chills down my spine. I love how much those words meant to Asta too, because it pushes him way beyond his limits. The bargain that Asta makes with his devil has me a little scared, to be honest, because while I don't think his devil is malicious as the others, obviously it's still gonna be evil. I mean, probably not as much, but evil. But it totally is fucking worth it, because Asta's new devil arm is fucking sick and it looks like some shit straight out of Devil May Cry. Yami lets Asta use his sword and it's fucking incredible. Like, I never even conceived the idea of that happening, but I 100% love it. And with that, we win the fight. Like, we actually fucking won. I finished reading this like 15 minutes ago and I'm still baffled we managed to win that. But that feeling gets tainted when I remember what happens next. We fucking lost somehow. Like, son of a bitch, we just straight up caught all these fat ass L's at once. We lost the queen, we lost William, we lost Yami, and we're most definitely gonna have the Tree of Qualoth activated by the time we get to the Spade Kingdom. Like, it's fucking bullshit. Even if this arc does have a grim end, it was incredible. Like, I kind of think it's better than the Elf Reincarnation arc, to be honest. The only reason I say it isn't is because of the sheer amount of lore we get from the Elf arc. Still though, this is an amazing arc and I'm ready to read the next one off rip. I don't know how many chapters this arc is off the top of my head, but I don't remember finishing an arc this fast for Black Clover since the beginning, and that was only because those were super short, so take from that what you will. I'm already reading the next arc, like I didn't want to wait any longer. I'm fucking reading it while I'm editing this, but since it's still going and it's fucking long, I'm not really sure I'm supposed to stop at, because I'm definitely gonna cut it into parts. So if you have a good idea of where to stop at and cut that into some good pieces, let me know. Also, let me know if weekly chapter reviews are something you'd be into, because I don't actually know what I'm gonna do once we catch up, and it's really close. I didn't expect it to be this close. I swear I thought it'd be a lot longer. So just let me know down in the comments, but that's been it. Later.